So may I know that is there any specific questions of your test in the test series in which you are getting stuck? Anyone? Let me check syllabus of your test series. Just a minute, okay? So you were having exams of means of chemistry, and 18th Jan means the two exams of carbonates compound and acid base and salt has been done. Okay. So let's discuss the question papers and the topics related to that one. Okay. So just a minute. Let me find out the question paper of carbonates compound 18 Jan. So this today's 23 Jan. Okay. And then after you did electricity. Okay. Okay. So are you having any doubt regarding to that one? Tell me, are you having any doubt? I'm asking something to you. Is that my voice is coming? Jovita,
Uh,
Abhi, Kiran, Abdullah. There are so many students, and why are you not responding?
yes, sir.
Tell me that is there any doubt regarding to any topic that you studied that you are having in the test and you are not able to answer it properly? Hmm? Is there any specific topic?
Sir. No, sir.
No. Means all the questions you were able to answer, na? Okay. Okay. So you were talking about, yeah, Sam is saying that can you explain the IUPAC and the common names of the organic compound again? Okay. Is there anyone who has specific doubts in this one, in this topic? Any topic regarding to that one? Okay, so let me okay. So you were talking about the IUPAC naming. Okay, just in simple language, I am going to explain you the IUPAC up to the 10th standard that is going to comes in examinations. Okay. Because in the detailed, if I talk to you, then it will take more than means it is just a complicated process. But I'm just going to explain you in a very simple language, the IUPAC. And this is very good, means it will be going to be very simple. Okay. So let's discuss. I'm just going to explain, just thinking that you know that what is alkane, what is alkenes, and what are alkynes, what are saturated hydrocarbons, what are unsaturated hydrocarbons. We are just going to thinking that you know that one. Okay. Okay. So let's discuss. IUPAC naming. Okay. Just Just a second. Okay. So let's discuss. We are talking about the IUPAC naming. IUPAC up to 10th standard, we are just keeping in mind that we are just studying the 10th standard and thinking that you are just having a little bit difficulty in that one, okay? You are not having much difficulty. Okay, so let's discuss that one. So first of all, if I talk about this one, uh, of this one is that IUPAC means International Union for Pure and Applied Chemistry, and this is how we are just going to write the name of a chemical compound. IUPAC naming means this is a we can simply say that it is an organizations which have some rule, which have set some rule to write the names of the organic compounds. Okay, because there are millions of organic compounds are found, and we need to write their names according to the rules that are set by IUPAC. That's why we are saying that's IUPAC nomenclature or IUPAC naming. So you know that whenever we are just writing the name of a compound, we have some prefix. Then we have some after prefix we have the root word. Okay, root, and then we have saturation indicator, indicator, and then finally suffix. Okay, suffix. Now coming to the point that what are prefix? This is the name that is written before the name of the means the name of the functional group. There are some functional group whose names are written before the root word. Okay. So that may be the prefix, like that is chloro for the chlorine, bromo for the bromine, okay, bromo. And the very importantly is the alkyl group. We will discuss that what is alkyl group, okay, alkyl group. Next one is root. Root is the number of carbon atoms that are selected in the IUPAC naming, or we can say that this is the number of carbon atoms present in the root, okay. That is number of carbon atom. Got it? Got it? This is the number of carbon atoms. That, for example, if you have one carbon in the chain, two carbon, three carbon, four carbon, five carbon. So this is the number of carbon atoms that represent the root word. And the next one is saturation indicators. If there is single bond between carbon-carbon atom, if it is double bond between carbon-carbon atom, triple bond between carbon-carbon atom. So that's indicate the saturation. That okay. So if it is triple bond, then we use Y and E. If it is double bond, we use E and E. If it is single bond, we use A and E. And suffix is the last word, okay, last that we need to add. And this is the some functional group have suffix, okay. I mean their name should be written as suffix. Like for example, for carboxylic acid, COH group, we have oic acid as a suffix, oic acid. Like for alcohol, aldehyde, we have CHO. CHO is an aldehyde group, and we have al as a function. Then we have ketone, CO, or we can write it C double bond O like this. Here is carbon, here is carbon, and this for this we have on as a suffix. And the last we have the main is alcohol. That is OH, alcohol, and its suffix is all. OL all. So this is very importantly that you need to understood here that these are the some way that how you are going to write the names means of a hydrocarbons of a chemical organic compounds. Okay, just you need to concentrate here that these two are very important. Means this without these means every organic compounds, if I'm talking about the hydrocarbons, so they are going to have the root word as well as saturation indicators. Suffix may or may not be, prefix can be there or may not be there. Okay. Chloro, bromo means this halogen group, iodo, halogen mainly. Halogen means the 17 group element. Okay. 17 group element like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So these are called halogens. Their name should be written as prefix. If there is a chain, then their name should be written as prefix or branch is written. Okay. So let's talk about that. What is the root word first? What is the root word? You know that root is, for example, the number of carbon atoms. Okay. So if I'm having the two carbon in a only one carbon in a chain, like we have CH3. Okay, like we have CH3, CH3, and it is the main carbon. Okay, only this is the only carbon, and we have this one. So how can we write the name of this one? So this, for one carbon, we have the root word as meth. Okay, as meth. Ane for single bond, because there is carbon carbon single bond. If carbon is making all single bond, then we use ane. Okay, methane is only for this one. For this one, this is methane. Okay, like we are having this one. Like we are having this one. Okay, so this will be ethane. Ethane. Okay, okay. And if we are having like this one, eth, eth for the two carbon. Eth come for the two carbons. Okay, so eth, ethene, ene. But here we need to, here in this case, we have meth for one carbon, ane for carbon carbon single bond, or carbon, if it is only one carbon, then it is making single bonds here. Okay, just for ane. And for this we need to add the suffix. Okay, this is the root and this is the suffix of alcohol group, OH group should be added. Okay, so you know that if we need to add the suffix, we cannot add e here. E should be removed here from here, and we use all for it because the two vowels cannot comes here if it is e and o. So it will be removed here. Okay, this will be removed here. So this will be meth indicating one carbon, and indicating single bond between carbon carbon atom, and all indicating the alcohol group. Okay, got it? Tell me, got it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Is there any doubt for this one? You understood this one? Let we will going to practice some questions over it. Okay. So don't worry about it. We're going to practice more questions. Just a minute. Okay. Next if I talk about this one is, okay. Now we are just going to write the root word, that for how many carbons, if we have number of carbons, number of carbon, and their root word. If I'm talking about the root word, so the number of carbon, if I'm having one carbon, we use meth. Okay, for two carbon we use eth. For three carbon we use prop. For four carbon we use but. For five carbon we use pent. For six carbon, we, if the six, there are six carbon in the chain, then we have hex. Okay, and for the seven carbon we have hapt. And for the eight carbon, if it is eight carbon, we use oct. Okay, oct. So this is the journal we use. One for one carbon meth, for two eth, for three prop, for four but, for five pent, for six hex, for seventh hapt, and for eight carbon, if they are in the main chain, then we'll use oct. But if this is an alkyl group means one carbon chain. Alkyl. Okay, if there is an alkyl group, then we have to use, for if it is one carbon branch, then we use methyl word for this. Methyl. For two carbon, we use ethyl. Ethyl. For three carbon, we use propyl. For four carbon, we use butyl, and so on. Okay. So this is the alkyl group. Let me explain you that what is an alkyl group. First of all, let me explain you that what is an alkyl group. For example, if you have this hydrocarbon, okay, this is going to have CH3, CH2, CH2, and CH2. So what should be the name of this one? It has four carbons, so but. For carbon-carbon single bond, it is butane, and there is no functional group, so it is normal butane. But for example, if I remove a hydrogen from here, for example, if I remove a hydrogen here, okay. So if I remove a hydrogen here from here, and if I add, okay, if I add another carbon, now you know the one carbon has been bonded here with this one, and we are having CH3 group here. Okay, I'm just making it with a larger bond just to indicate that it is a branch here. Okay, now you see said that this is CH3, not CH4. So CH3 is an alkyl group. It is an alkyl group which name will be methyl, whose name will be methyl. Okay, so and it is represented on which carbon? 1, 2, 3. Here, if you write it 1, 2, 3 from here, so it will be on the third carbon. But from here, if you count it, it will be on 2 carbon. So we'll try to give the shortest number to the functional group, to the branch. So we'll give 2. This is on the 2 carbon. So this name will be 2. At 2 position, there is a methyl. This will be indicating as a prefix. Now, since the chain and the branch are written as prefix, so that's why their name will be written first. So according to the rule that we are having here, that a hydrocarbon chain must have the following parts. Okay. What were these? The first part was, okay, the prefix. The first part was prefix, then root, then saturation indicator, then suffix. So, I'm just going to explain you in short, not going to in very detail. Just write the prefix and you have to write the position of the prefix, na? That it is at the 2 position, 2 methyl, and then write the name butane. But for the 4 carbon, the main hydrocarbon chain is this one. Butane, but for 4 carbon, ane for carbon-carbon single bond. So this is the way that how you are going to write the name of a hydrocarbons. Okay. Let me explain you one more thing. That for example, if you are having C2H5, okay, this is an ethyl group. This is an ethyl group. Ethyl group indicates that that is not a, I mean, that is not going to be alkane. Okay, this is an ethyl group. If it is an alkane, okay, if it is an alkane, then it is going to be C2H5, C2H6, C2H6. Because the general formula of alkane, you know, the general formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2. And that of alkyl group is CnH2n plus 1. Okay. So the alkyl group is going to have general formula Cn, means alkyl group means a branch of hydrocarbon. Okay, is this can be a branch or this can be a chain also, but with functional group attached to it. With functional group attached to it. So this is an alkyl group general formula and this is an alkane general formula, alkane. So if I'm writing this one, let's suppose if I'm writing CH3, CH3, CH2 and OH, okay? Then don't think that it is an ethyl. Don't think that it is C2H5OH. Don't make it ethyl alcohol. Yeah, you can write it ethyl alcohol also because this is an ethyl. C2H5. It is an ethyl alcohol. You can write it ethyl alcohol, but it is a common name. But if you write it IUPAC name, then it will be eth for the 2 carbon, eth, okay, and then all, ethane all, eth for the 2 carbon, and then ane saturation indicator, and we are just replacing this E just because we need to add the functional group here. So we'll write here all, ethanol. Got it? Got it?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Let's talk about the another one. Let's take the ketone example. Let's take the aldehyde example. Let's go through the isomers through this one. Okay. So because the IUPAC main is the importance of IUPAC is just mainly in writing the isomers name. Okay. So let's talk about this one. Let's suppose if I'm talking about this next if I'm taking CH, okay, I'm just having this as a ketone group here. So what should be the name of this one? Can you tell me? What should be the name of this one? Can you tell me the name of this one, please? Here you see that the functional group is present. Here you can see that the functional group is present and it is present in the mid of the carbon. Okay.
Okay. Propanol.
Yeah. So the functional group, if the functional group is going to have its own carbon, then its carbon will be included, will be counted here. So actually, you know that this is prop, there is no branch here. Not, there is no branch attached here. Okay. No carbon branch attached here. Only the functional group is there. So prop, no prefix, only write prop and then in carbon single bond. Don't take concentrate over the carbon and oxygen double bond. We are just talking about carbon single bond here, carbon single bond. Prop in and then on. On is the ketone functional group suffix. Okay. So we are prop in on. Here it is also like if I'm having, what's the name of this one?
Ethanol.
No, ethanol.
Yeah, it will be ethanol. So why?
Null.
Yeah, eth, eth for two carbons, eth for two carbons, N for carbon-carbon single bond. And you know that this is CHO, aldehyde group. This is CHO, that is an aldehyde group. And you have seen that we have studied that this is CHO. So aldehyde functional group suffix is al. So you will add al here. This is ethanol. Okay, ethanol or ethanol. Got it? So this is ethanol. If I ask you
Yeah.
that, what is the formula of butanoic acid? Butanoic acid. Can you tell me the what formula of butanoic acid in compressed form? Butanoic acid. Can you tell me?
So C3H7COH.
C3S7COH. Yes. So since you know that you have to write the butanoic acid's formula. Okay. So this is but. Okay. This is but. But indicate how many carbons? Tell me.
No. Four.
Yeah. So you know that but word indicate four carbon, and but it is an oic acid. So oic acid means COH group.
Carbon.
So
Yes.
this carbon is already here. So you have to use only three carbon main chain here. So that three from the main chain, the branch of the carbon, and one for this one will give you the four carbon. So the formula for the three carbon chain will be C3, and then double of this one, that is the alkyl group. Okay. The formula of the three carbon alkyl group is, I have told you, CnH2n plus 1. Right? C3, double of this one is 6 and plus 1 is 7. Means 2 into 3 plus 1. Okay, this is number of hydrogen ions, hydrogen atoms. So this will be C3S7, then COH. This is the butanoic acid. What is the formula for butanol? Butanol. What is the formula for butanol? Tell me what is the formula for butanol?
E4H9OH.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be, now this is butanol, and you know that it is all. All is an alcohol functional group. It do not have H plus ion. Do not have carbon. Do not have carbon. So if it is not having carbon, then it means that but means four carbon. Okay, four carbon should be there, and then OH group. So simple formula for the alkyl group of but means four carbon should be, means there should be four carbon chain. The four carbon chain formula will be C4, double of this one and plus one, C4H9OH. This is the butanol. Okay. Now, what's the formula of methe methanoic acid? Methanoic acid and methanol and and ethanol. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me.
CH3COOH.
Again, you did the mistake. CH3COH.
Plus
CH3COH.
CO.
H3. What you saying?
So the methanoic acid is CH3COH.
So how can be it methanoic acid? It is two carbon here, so it will be ethanoic acid. So methanoic acid means the functional group is already here. Okay. And it is having one carbon. So meth will be considered from here. So we just add here H. If there is no chain can be added here, then add here H only. Okay. Similar for methanol. Tell me, what is methanol?
HCHO.
Okay. You write here H. You will write CH3. Okay. And CHO. Sorry, CH3. If you write CH3, CHO, then it will be ethanol. Ethanol. We have two carbon. Do you write CHO only? This will be methanol. Okay. Got it? Methanol. Because it is already having. So this is okay. You understood? This is methanol. This is an aldehyde group. Now, can you tell me the formula of ethanol? Ethanol. Can you tell me the formula of ethanol? No, nobody is going to answer. Here, ethanol is not possible. Okay. Because ketone group, if you add C double bond O and another two carbon here, okay, and right you having CH3 group here, okay, and here one H, or if you can make it like this way, CH3, C double bond O, and here what you are going to write here, if it needed to complete its valency, so it should be one hydrogen, then it become aldehyde. So it will become ethanol, not ethanol, ethanol. It is an aldehyde group. So it is mandatory that for making ketone, at least three carbon should be required. Means minimum carbon required for making ketone is three carbon. Got it? So the simplest formula for ketone is that is C2H6C C2 sorry C3H6O2, or you can write it CH3 C double bond O CH3. This is this is the simpler formula for the ketone. Okay. And the name for this one will be propanone. Propanone. Got it? Got it? Now moving to the next part is, are you having any problem regarding to this one?
No, sir.
Okay. So what should be the name of the following compounds? Okay. Tell me that what is the formula of the following compound that you are having in front of you? Okay. Tell me what is the formula of the following compounds?
Sir, formula or name?
Sorry, not the formula. What is the IUPAC name of the following compound?
Sir, the first one is 2,2 dimethyl propane.
Yeah. It will be 2,2 dimethyl propane. Yeah. Dimethyl because it is having two. Okay. And this one,
2-methyl propane.
2-methyl propane. This one,
Butanoic acid.
yes, it is butanoic acid. This one,
Sodium ethanoate.
yes. Actually, this is an O8 group. Okay. O8. The CO minus is O8 group. So when sodium is written here, so we write this name first sodium, and this will be eth for the two carbon, eth, N for carbon carbon single bond, and O8. Okay, this one,
Ethyl ethanoate.
yes, it will be ethyl for the two carbon, eth for the ethanoate for the main carbon chain. Okay, ethyl ethanoate. This one, first you will write the name of this one,
Methyl ethanoate.
methyl ethanoate. Good. So this is how we write the IUPAC name of the compound. Okay. If you are having any doubt, because we have some set of rules, but this IUPAC is very limited in your syllabus, so we are not going to study their rules. Okay. So that's more than enough. If you remember their name, the names of this one, then it is more than enough. Okay. Means only these compounds are very, this will be asked in the examination. Okay. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next is they may ask you some compounds name. Okay. They may ask the names of some compounds like what is the name of this one? CS3ONA, C2H5ONA. What is the name of this one? Tell me. So again, this is the reaction when alcohol CH3, CH2OH react with Na. They will form C2H5, togetherly writing this one. C2H5ONA. The name of this one is sodium. Sodium. The name of this one. Eth. Eth for the two carbon and then oxide, ethoxide. And so this one is, okay, this one, sodium. This is only one carbon. So sodium methoxide, methoxide. Okay, and this one is same. Okay, so this and this is same. So this is sodium methoxide, sodium propoxide. So this can be asked. Okay, so this type of names can comes. Esters names can be asked in the examinations. Okay, for example, I'm having a reaction here. CS3COO C2H5 when react with NaOH, it will gives you a compound A and B. Name that compound A and B and write their IUPAC name. Tell me, what's the compound is going to form here?
So CH3COONA and C2H5OH.
Yeah. So it will be CH3COONA and this will be C2H5OH. I mean this and this is going to form the alcohol C2H5OH. Okay, this is an alcohol. Alcohol is going to form here. Okay, and this one is going to form what? What they are going to form here? This will name is sodium ethoxide. Sorry, sodium ethanoate. Ethanoate group because this is an O8 group here. Okay, Got it? So this is the all IUPAC that we are going to have in our 10th standard examinations. We studied this one in more detail in the other classes, but this up to 10th standard and according to the reduced level, that is more than enough. Okay. So is there any doubt regarding to means this okay? Is there any other students doubt? Tell me fast. Jobita, Saima, Jaslyn, Abir, Charisma. Are you having any doubt in any topic, or should I just teach you by my own? Electron dot structure. Electron dot structures, there are the two types of electron dot structure that we are going to have. One is the ionic compound electron dot structure and the covalent compound dot structures. So which one you want to study? Other students, why are not having any asking any question? Don't you have any doubt? Hmm? So let me explain you. Covalent. So let's, if I'm talking about this electron dot structure of the covalent compounds. Okay, sometime it may be asked that let's discuss this one. Okay, electron dot structure. Electron dot structure. Okay, so if I talk about the electron dot structure, in the covalent compound, like for example, if you are going to make the covalent compound of CO2, electron dot structure of carbon dioxide. So you know that carbon is going to have 4 electron in its outermost shells. Why 4? Because it is going to have 2, 4 electronic configuration. Oxygen has how many? 6. So they will share 2 electrons. You know that it will share 4 and oxygen has 2, 6, so it requires 2 electrons here. So it will, and we have 2 oxygen atoms here. So they will make bond like this. There is our 8 electrons of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this one also. Got it? So this will be CO2. Understood? Understood?
Yes. Yes, sir.
The second one is, like for example, if I'm having structure of methane, electron dot structure of methane, ethane, propane, they can ask you. So this ethane has 1 carbon, 1 hydrogen like this. So they will be like forming hydrogen make duplet. This is the structure of methane. Every carbon is making 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hydrogen is making 2. Similarly for ethene, if I talk about ethene, so it means it is having double bond between carbon atoms. So it will be double bond between carbon atoms. And then 2 carbons are remaining here. So wait, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 2 electrons of each. Now 1 hydrogen here, 1 hydrogen here, 1 hydrogen here, 1 hydrogen here. So this will be completing its duplet. And it will be completing its octet. Got it?
Yes.
So every carbon atom is making its 8 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the way that how they are going to make bond with the electron dot structure. So is there anyone specifically you want to study? Sama?
Sir, can you repeat what he said?
I'm asking that is there any special structure like carbon dioxide I have discussed? So do you want to want anyone whom I can draw here, which I can draw? Esterification. Shweta is saying esterification. Esterification is a simple reaction in which esters means ethanol or any alcohol, not ethanol, any alcohol when react with any alcohols when react with carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. Okay. When any alcohol react with carboxylic acid, then dear student, it will form esters, ester in the presence of concentrated esters of water. It will react in the form of esters, this one, and plus carbon dioxide. Sorry, no carbon dioxide, only water. What will be formed? Okay. So this is esterification reaction. This is known as esterification reaction. Okay, like for example, if I'm having C5 or C2H5OH alcohol, and if I'm reacting it with this carboxylic acid, and this is C2H5COOH. The name of this acid, tell me, what is the name of this acid? Carboxylic acid.
Ethanoic acid.
What is the name of this one? No, it is not ethanoic acid. Count this carbon also. This is propanoic acid. This is ethanol. Don't get confused, okay? So when it is going to react, it will form ester in the presence of concentrated ester food. This will C2H5COO will be there, and this group will be added here. Okay, and this group of C2H5 will be added here. So this will be from the ester, sorry, carboxylic acid, and this will be from the alcohol. Okay, and this is concentrated H2, so 4. So when it reacts, it will give you water here. And here you know that the name of this one is ethyl. What is the name of this one? Tell me. What is the name of this ester? Tell me the name of this ester.
Ethyl ethanoic.
Not ethyl. Is it ethanoid? Ethyl propanoate. Ethyl propanoate. Got it? Ethyl propanoate. Ethyl propanoate. Why propanoate? Because it is having ethyl C2H5 ethyl. Prop means 3 carbon, one here and 2 here and 1 here. Propanoate. Okay. So that is an ester. You understood now? So this is known as esterification reaction. So and you need to keep in mind that the compressed formula of both ethanol, a carboxylic acid, and this one is same. For example, it is general formula CnH2nO2. Like here, it can write C3, double of this one will be 6 and O2. So how many carbon are there? 3. Double of this one is 6, 5, sorry, 5 and 1, 6 and O2. And same, this is how many carbon esters? 1, 2, 3 and 5. So it's compressed formula C5. Double of this one is 10 and then O2. Okay. So esters and carboxylic acid show functional isomers. They are the functional isomers. Okay. Like you can see C5, H10, 5 here, 5 here, 10, and then O2. Okay. So it can be the same formula for the compressed formula for the pentanoic acid. For the pentanoic acid. Like if I'm drawing pentanoic acid, C5H10O2. So this is C5. You can check it. C5H10O2. Okay. So this is C5H10O2. Got it? So if I'm asking you one thing here, that let's suppose you can count it C5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. C5H10O2. This is pentanoic acid. Now you need to keep in mind that the total, if we are having the esters, if you are having an ester, and in the ester, uh, there are 5 carbons. 3 carbons are of carboxylic acid and 2 are from the alcohol. Okay. So let's suppose if I'm having an ester, say this is an ester, sweet smelling substance, like I'm having C4H8O2 in the compressed form. And here if I'm using C uh, HCOOH, then what will be the name of the alcohol that will be used here? Tell me. Tell me the name of the alcohol that will be used here. Or instead of this one, I can use the carboxylic acid like in the compressed form also. Like we can write it C, 1 carbon, then double of this one is CO2. Can you tell me the name of this alcohol? So you know that this is the four carbons here. Okay. The total number of carbon should be equal. Okay. The number of carbon, there are only 1 carbon. So it will be having 3 carbon because 1 plus 3 will gives you 4. So it should be, yeah, it should
Propanol.
be propanol. Propanol. Got it? If I'm having, let us having C2H4O2, then what would be this one? This will give you the same compressed formula. Okay. Tell me, it is still giving you C4H8O2. Then what should be the name of this one? Compound B here.
Ethanol.
Yes, it will be because 2 and 2, 4 here should be ethanol. Can you tell me the name of this ester and the name of this ester? This I'm having A dash and this is having B dash. Can you tell me the name? Yeah. So you know that it is only 1 carbon alcohol here. Sorry, carboxylic acid. So carboxylic acid is 1 carbon. So other 3 carbon will be from the alcohol. Got it? So alcohol part we write first. So 3 carbon from alcohol will be C3S7 and then it will be COOH like this. Okay. HCOH. Okay. So if I talk about this one is, so what's the name of this one? It will propyl for the this group, propyl methanoate. And the name of this one, it will be using ethanol and ethanoic acid. So ethyl, it will be having like the CH3, sorry, C2H5 from the alcohol and yeah, C and then CH3 from this one. Okay. So this will be ethyl ethanoate. Got it? Got it?